Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel and to my living room. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to my home. I wanted to have a little chat with you, and I thought pretending that I'm sitting across from you at the dining room table might feel more friendly. So let's try this and see how it goes. Today I wanted to talk about a couple things. One is I want to introduce myself, because clearly there's some sections of the internet that have no idea who I am or if I'm a real person. Secondly, I want to talk about something that's on my heart that I want to rant about for just a couple minutes. I want to come to your defense. And third, I want to talk about the new Ohuhu hex chart options. And yes, I said options plural. So there are some new things on deck, and there's a link in the doobly-doo to them, but don't go there yet. I also want to say a big thank you to some special people who helped me in preparing for this. That is my Ohuhu friends who sent me by mail a whole bunch of samples of different colors that I couldn't get. I just want to say thank you to those folks, as well as some recruits who did not volunteer but got sucked into my world of crazy, because I asked some students who had taken my Coloring Book Basics Plus class and had bought the Ohuhu hex chart to answer a survey for me so that I could find out how people in that genre might use a hex chart so that I could develop something that would be very helpful. So thank you to all of you who helped. Now let's get going on the content of this video. So first off, who am I? I am an artist. I live in Washington State. I have two dogs who you may see wander around behind me at some point in this video, especially if squirrels walk by outside. I love to make art. I do it all the time. I do it in my sleep, apparently. One of my recent videos, I shared about a painting I did overnight in my dreams, and then I got up and painted it, and it was amazing. I also love going for nature walks. I love doing urban sketching. I love pen and ink and pencil and colored pencil and markers. And I love all the mediums, and I love doing any kind of art whatsoever. I love chocolate ice cream. I love a good dad joke. And if you have any good dad jokes, tell me in the comments. I would love to laugh at them, because I honestly do laugh at dad jokes because I think they're great. So basically, I'm a person. And there are some websites out there, who shall remain nameless, where I have found discussions of me, and people think that I'm not a real person. There are some who have said that I am the face of some corporation to sell you hex charts, and it's just this face they've just taken from this person. No, I'm actually a real person, flesh and bones. I don't work with anybody else. I'm a solo entrepreneur, independent artist. And the most I have to work with is my two dogs, who are my bosses. And they tell me to take regular breaks. That's pretty much my life in a nutshell. So I am not a robot. I am not AI. I am an artist. And I love to help other people make art. It's one of the reasons that I make hex charts, is so you can be more successful in whatever it is that you want to create. That's the first thing. Second thing is my rant on your behalf. I want to come to the defense of Ohuhu marker users. I want to help you be a better artist. And I hate it when companies don't help that. When companies like Ohuhu do things like not plan their line when they're starting their company. Most will have a vision for how much they want to do, for how many colors they think they'd like to make. And yes, the plan changes over time, but they could have made a system that could expand, and they didn't. They made a system with like crazy numbers in it. It didn't make any sense to any of us. They're inexpensive, and that's great. Glad that they made these materials accessible to people who can't afford something more. But they still should not take advantage of those who are looking for a budget product by making you buy more of something. And what do I mean by that? When they added more colors, they would add them and embed them in a set of colors you already had. So if you bought the 320 set and you ended up buying like the extra gray set or the extra skin tone set, you could get the extra colors if you bought one of those others that had colors you already owned. Like, why they did that, I don't know. And I realized they didn't have singles at the time, so they had to put them in something. Well, just make a set of 6, make a set of 12, and only release them in those numbers. You don't need to make people buy more markers just because you want to sell them these few, because there are people in the arts world, I am one of them, who get full set syndrome, and we want all the colors. And some people will move heaven and earth to get those extra colors. I know people who flew to Japan just so they could buy that exclusive set that's only sold in Japan. That's a lot of money to spend when you're trying to use a budget arts supply. It's crazy. Anyway, then fast forward to now when they decided they were going to change the whole numbering system. It's still not a system that works great. I found some giant holes in it as I've been working with it. Oh my goodness. And some of you, I feel so bad, some of you rebought the markers. And how do I know that? It's because I had several people email me. And when it's several, it means there's many more. Several people asked me when I was going to come up with the hex chart for 600 and something Honolulu colors. And I'm like, what? And then I realized they thought that the new numbers just meant they were different colors. I recommended that they send them back. I recommend the same to you. Do it before the timeline runs out that Amazon will take them back, because you don't need a new set of markers. They're the same colors, they're just renumbered. And if you want to renumber your markers, I know Ohuhu is supposed to have a sticker set that they are offering. I couldn't find it on their website very easily, but I have made my own set of stickers as well. And I've made mine for a specific reason, not just for the ends of the markers. I made them so they also fit the ends of the markers, but I made mine also so that they would fit on your hex chart. So you could use your existing purchase of a hex chart and just add these stickers onto your hex chart, and you will have both numbers, the old number and the new number. And that sticker set is only $1. It's just $1 for this thing. You print it out on sticker paper and punch them out. The circles are marked at a 1/2 inch, but I recommend using a 3/8 inch punch in order to fit them into your hex chart. And I even recommend the 3/8 inch to put them on the end of your markers if you're going to do that, just because it's going to leave a little extra space around it, and maybe they'll stick a little bit better rather than peeling up from the edge. I don't know. We'll have to see how that works out long term. I did make these though for the hex chart for those who don't want to buy the new hex chart. Now, buy the new hex chart. Some of you are probably wondering, why didn't you just update my hex chart? Okay, the last hex chart that I updated was in the spring, and if you were part of that debacle, you'll remember that I said, yes, I was going to update it to the 363 colors from the 320. And I did that, and I blew up the system when I did. What I mean is there is apparently a limit to how many times I can replace that PDF in this shop software. And when I updated it this one last time, it blew up the system and it removed the PDF from everyone. It's just gone. No one had access to their hex chart anymore. At least the orders were there. I went into every order one by one. It was a 6-click process per person. It took me over 90 hours of labor to do this, to add the hex charts back in. I can't do that again. Your account right now, if you purchase the chart already, has that hex chart in it, and you can use the stickers for a $1 upgrade if that's what you would like to do. If you purchased the hex chart after they released their new numbers, then I have already granted you access to the new file, the new hex chart. And the reason I did that is because I wasn't thinking, and I didn't make it obvious on the product page, that this was not the new numbers. And so people have still been buying it, I'm sure, thinking it would be the new numbers. So all of those people are getting an email to tell them they have the new chart. It was my bad. I should have made that glaringly obvious so that no one would end up disappointed. So those of you who purchased it before then, though, you can either get the $1 stickers to use for your hex chart, or you can get the new one. Now, what did I do special for the new one? There is a hex chart that has both numbers in each hexagon, has the new number bigger and the older number smaller. It also has one with just the new numbers and another with just the old numbers. I don't know, maybe you'll find that easier. And if you only have one number in there, you see much more of the color on your chart. So eventually, I assume everyone will move long-term to the hex chart that just has the new numbers on it. Eventually, the old ones will just go away. So that's one reason that I put all of that together in one set. Let's talk quickly about other Ohuhu hex charts. I have made one now for the Oahu set. It is challenging to color in a hexagon with either a chisel nib or a bullet nib, but if you are a user of those pens, you probably have mad skills. So I'm going to let you figure out which end of the marker you want to use to color in the chart. Those charts also have the old and the new, and the old and the new. So there's 3 versions in that one as well. There is no sticker sheet for the Oahu markers, simply because you don't need to repair a hex chart with them. And I don't know if there's an oval punch that would fit the end of those. So maybe if somebody finds one, let me know, and I'd be happy to make something that would be in that format. But you could also check the Ohuhu site, see if they have stickers, or if somebody on Etsy has figured that out, because I'm sure somebody's thought about that. In my next video, I will be doing a chisel marker drawing in the Ohuhu Oahu. Oh my gosh. Am I going to have to do a whole video when I say Ohuhu Oahu repeatedly? I'm going to have to just call it the OO markers. Anyway, next video is going to be a chisel marker drawing. The last chart I want to talk about is the combo hex chart. Many of you, God bless you all, have asked if I'm going to update that chart. And no, I'm not. But part of the reason for that sticker sheet I've been talking about is so you can use it on the combo chart. That's going to be super helpful because you don't have to like recolor the whole thing, just put those stickers on the Ohuhu colors and you're golden. Eventually, I will be doing an Olo Copic combo chart. This Olo, different marker brand, Olo Copic, because I'm waiting. Olo is coming out with new colors this fall, and I'm going to wait until those are here. I don't know if I'll get them ahead of the release so that I can have the chart ready for you, but when the time comes, keep an eyeball out, and I will be making a combo chart for those. I want to invite you over to my Substack where I share my own personal conspiracy theory about what happened at Ohuhu and how they got to the color system they got to. And that, I think, is all I have to say today. This was supposed to be a short video, and it's not. Thank you for your patience and for your kindness and for your dad jokes. I need your dad jokes. Go look one up on the web and you'll find a gajillion. If you want to visit the Substack and laugh at my conspiracy theory, please feel free to check out the link in the doobly-doo. The hex chart page link is down there as well. See you in a couple of days with a video using chisel nibs to make some art.